We welcome you all to this all-important press conference. We say it is all-important press conference because the issue at hand touches the future of Nigeria, our stability as a nation, and the sustenance of our democracy. In recent days, we have observed a change in tactics by those that have been hell-bent on undermining the integrity of Nigeria. The change in tactics manifested as a surreptitious call for the President Muhammadu Buhari to resign or to be impeached over conditions that they help precipitate. Note that the reasons they are adducing to the so-called impeachment hovers around insecurity and economic hardship. Interestingly, the opposition PDP, People's Democratic Party, is at the forefront of the impeachment fears. The PDP Caucus of the House of Representatives tabled this ill-advised demand before the Green Chamber. But we thank God that there are still voices of reason in the parliament which have rejected the RAB demand. We recall correctly that the PDP's candidate in the 2019 general election, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, had threatened that the country will be rendered ungovernable if he does not win the election. There were groups that had raised the alarm when the PDP made the threat, then without many Nigerians paying heed. At this time, it was revealed how the opposition has perfected plans to hire foreign mercenaries to unleash violence in part of the country. And this is what we are increasingly seeing with the kidnappers and bandits spilling all over from Mali, Niger, and other nations whose nationality appears similar to Nigerians. We have also seen signs of the then reported plot to use mob actions or an Arab Spring-style protest to cause chaos and force the government out of office. The other option, the mode, at that time was to cause a leadership change in the military and then encourage junior military officers to stage a coup, citing the protest as a basis to truncate who want to force a regime change. Part of the plans is to cause widespread clashes with security personnel on the scale that will cause mayhem that will result in the overthrow of government. We have these on good authority. Now that the attempt to use the National Assembly to fraudulently sack the government has failed, the next salvo is the effort to infiltrate the armed forces of Nigeria in the hope of overthrowing the democratically elected federal government and then justify this by claiming that the government was going to order a devastating clampdown on protesters. Hashtag March for Nigeria consequently wants to challenge the federal government, the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the Nigerian police to be alert to their responsibilities and not to allow anyone or group of persons to jeopardize our democracy. They should wake up to the antics of these sore losers and not view the revived EndSARS protests as a mere agitation, but should treat them as part of coup ploy that they are. The Department of State, the DSS, should rise up to the challenge at hand by getting to the roots of the mutated EndSARS movement by tracing the financiers and communications that is driving the attempt to visit instability on Nigeria. The Department of State should invite the key players of the protest for a meeting to tell Nigerians all they intend to achieve that cannot wait for the 2023 general election. EFCC and ICPC, as anti-graft agency, should trace the illicit financial flow that was deployed as Christmas bonanza to lawmakers that have been compromised to breach the rules of the hope of forcing an impeachment that does not confirm with the rules. We warn those making contacts with the military, whether from among protesters or from among oppositions, to desist from doing this forthwith. The military should be continually treated as the sacred institution that it is, not dragged into opposition politics.